home bosses. Thank you for coming back to my channel. So in my last video we talked about categories in terms of the two categories that you upload your book to. When you first upload your book to Amazon, you have to choose two categories. And I talked about this in my last video because some people sometimes find it a little bit difficult to choose the categories. And as I said in that video, there are two types of categories on Amazon. There are the BISAC categories, which are the two categories that we have to choose when we upload a book. And there are the Amazon browser categories, or the Amazon browse categories, which are the ones that the customers see when they want to buy a book. And those are the ones that I want to talk about today, because Amazon lets you have your book in 8 more categories, so that it's a total of 10 categories that your books are in. So how do we add our books to 8 more categories? Well, I'll show you quickly. It's not too difficult, but there are a few things that you need to know. So you sign into your Amazon dashboard, and right at the top on the right hand side there's a help button, so you click on that. And then you go down to the left hand side. Right at the bottom there is a contact us button, and you click on that. And then you get another screen and you click on Amazon product page and expanded distribution. So let's select that, and from the drop down you can then select update Amazon categories. So once you click on that, you get this section here where you can then submit your request for categories. So what we have to do now is we have to have a look in the bookstore rather than the Kindle store. So make sure that you're on books. So we go on to Amazon, and we're now in the books section, not in the Kindle one. So we definitely choose the book section. And then on the left hand side, you've got all the categories. And the best thing to do under books, you choose the category that you want your book to go in. Let's say you've got a recipe meal planner. So what category can you add a recipe meal planner to? So let's have a look and see. One I can see here already is cookbooks, food and wine. Let me just check and see if there's anything else we can add it to. I think really cookbooks, food and wine is the most appropriate one. Let's click on that and let's see what happens. So then it breaks it down even further into Asian cooking, baking. Let's see if there's anything else. There's one here, quick and easy. That sounds quite good. And here we have all the bestsellers in that category. So I can't really see any type of books that we produce, like low content books in this. But you can still put it in a category like this. So you can choose this browse path. So now you have the category that you want your book to go into. You need to have a look here on this bit here. This is your browse path. This is what you're telling Amazon you want your book to go into. So it's in books, under cookbooks, food and wine, and under quick and easy. This is what you have to put into the section that tells Amazon where you want your book to go. So I'll show you how to do that. So now we're going to ask Amazon to put our book into an additional category. You can do this for more than one book if you like, but let's just do it for one. So the first thing we want to do is to ask Amazon to place our book into an additional category. So we'll just say, please, can you place my book into the following additional category? And you can obviously ask them to put it into 8 additional categories, but we're just going to do one just to show you how you can do this. So the next thing we need to do is we need the ASIN or ISBN number for our book. So just type in this and then you put your ASIN here so that Amazon knows what book you want to place into a different category. And let's have a look. Let's get rid of this. And then we can say the categories to be added, and then we can put them in here. So we're just going to put one in. Now to do this, we need to tell Amazon what browse path we want the book to be in. So there is a browse path. We don't just type in the name of the category, but we have to type in how you get to that category. So I show you quickly. So the way we found our browse path is we went onto books, and then from books we went to cookbooks, food and wine, and then quick and easy. So this is our browse path for our category. So let's type that in, categories. So this is books, do books, cookbooks, food and wine. That was the other category, subcategory, and then the other subcategory was quick and easy. So if we want our book to be in the quick and easy category, this is the browse path that we need to tell Amazon. So the other thing you can do is you can ask them to remove a book from a category, but we don't want to do this now. So let's add another one just to show you again how you would do that. So now let's see if we want to add a different book. So you have to write in the ASIN again, book ASIN. Let's say we have a budget planner. So we want to add a budget planner into a different category. Let's have a look and see what categories we can use for that. So we go on to books, and let's have a look at the categories that come up. So it's a budget planner, so I imagine it'll be something like business and money, something like that. So let's click on business and money. Let's see if we can find anything suitable for us. Marketing and sales, personal finance, because usually, or it could be a small business and entrepreneurship, or it could be women and business. So there's a few choices here depending on your book. If you've made a personal planner for your finances, then personal finance is probably a good category to go into. And what else have we got? So personal finance is then broken down into budgeting and money management, college and education, credit ratings and repair, or retirement planning. So depending on your planner, on your journal, you can choose one of those. So if it's a budgeting planner, then I think budgeting and money management is a really good category to go into. So you could add it to this category. So now what we do is we look at the browse path, which is books, business and money, personal finance, budgeting and management. So let's type that into our email that we're sending to Amazon. So the browse path would be books. It was personal finance, and then it was budgeting and money management. So this is how you would write this email to Amazon asking them to put your book into a different category. So just to summarize, you need your book ASIN number so that Amazon knows which book you're talking about. And then you don't just tell them the category, you have to give them the path to the category, the browse path. So in this case it was books, cookbooks, food and wine, and then the quick and easy category is the one that you want your book to go into. And in our second example, it was books, personal finance, and the category that you want your book to go into is budgeting and money management. So this is how you would choose your category. If you want to add your book to another category to make sure that your book is in front of more people, it can help with sales. It's not a guarantee, but it does help. And the other thing that some people do is they have a look and see which categories are easy to beat. And what that means is, if there's not a lot of competition in a particular category, then it's a good idea to put your book into that category so that maybe you can get your bestseller rank higher in that particular category. But that is another thing that we can discuss in a different video, that is getting a little bit more in depth and a little bit more complicated. But I will make a video sometime about that as well. But for the moment, I think that if you want to place your book in another category or maybe in a few more categories, this is all you need to know for now. And this is how you would do that. So I hope this has been interesting for you. Let me know if you're going to do that. Are you putting your books into more categories? Maybe you've already done that. It would be very interesting to know what you do and how you choose your categories. If you have any problems or any questions, just put them below the video and I will do my best to answer them. And I think this is a good time to also remind you that we've got a really good Facebook group that you can join, because in that Facebook group you can ask any amount of questions and everybody is really helpful and nice in that group, and we all help each other. So if you want to join it, it's the Home Boss group on Facebook. I'll leave a link below the video as well. And all I have to say now is thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't done so, because then you can get notifications for my new videos. And thank you so much. I'll see you again very soon. Bye bye.